it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. So today we have another weekly planning routine, and this week is going to be so intense. There is so much going on right now, and I am really just fighting and struggling my way through it, but relying on my planners so much to help with that. I've got my 3 planners for the week over here, my MakseLife quarterly companion notebooks, my goal setting planner. We will be working from my February goals this week for the first time because I do have my February goals. I have not finished my February calendar and dashboard planning spreads yet, but I do have my goals set up, so we will be working from that, although there may be 1 or 2 January things that I have to finish off. We can take a look at both. Then for my weekly overview spread this week, I will be using a new planner. I don't think you've even seen this here on my YouTube channel yet. I'm really excited for this one. More coming about this going on, but I am going to use this week. This is a Plum Paper Planner. This was gifted to me by Plum Paper at the end of last year, so thank you so much to them. This is from the new Undated line, and it is the Undated weekly overview spread, so I am so excited. It's basically like a horizontal 1-page spread on this side and a dashboard on the other side. So it's like a full page of sidebar stuff and then a full page of planning space in a horizontal layout. I am going to use some stickers with this. I'm really excited to try this out. I haven't used this layout yet, but I thought that this would be just perfect for me given the way that it looks. And this is a 7x9 planner, so there's plenty of space even on this one page for me to kind of lay out my week, do my meal planning, all of that stuff that I usually do in my weekly overview spread. And then again, just like tons of split listing space. It's some of the things that I love about the ink and mold dashboard, which I used last week in a planner form. So I'm really excited to be trying that out. And then of course I've got my daily duo as well. It's already Sunday, so we will be setting up for Monday. We are of course going to start with my weekly action items. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out that first quarterly companion notebook. If you have already seen my February goals video, you probably already know why things are a little bit hectic and crazy right now. As I mentioned in that video, and I've mentioned in my past couple of weekly planning videos that we've had a family member in the hospital, and then in my February goals I talked about how that was my mother-in-law who had a very bad fall, and she's having her surgery this week, and then will be moving in with us for a little while she's unable to get around herself or use stairs and isn't weight bearing and things like that. So we are getting prepared for that. I have got a lot going on in February. I did not do reflections last week because of the end of the month. I totally forgot that this week was going to be the last week of my January goals. Typically, I don't do weekly reflections at the last week of the month. You will take that off and just save it for the monthly reflections, which I did do. I go through this in my February video, so you can check that out if you haven't already, but we will be setting up weekly action items again from February here. So this will be week 5, and this week is very much about the practical elements that are going on here. There's gonna be a lot of emotional stuff going on, and we will have time to deal with that at a later date. This week is about physically getting our space set up to be able for my mother-in-law to move in. So we do not have a guest bedroom. We're moving 2 of the kids in together. That is taking some work. We also need to set up our house to be more handicap accessible for her while she's in a wheelchair and then using a walker. So there's a lot of really, really practical things for this going on right now. My husband's actually at Best Buy right now. Even something as simple, we only have 1 TV in our whole house, and for 3 adults, that's a lot, especially if she's gonna be in her bedroom a lot or in her bed a lot. We want her to feel comfortable here. So this week is very much about the house and getting the spaces set up for us to have somebody, staying with us long term, and for her in particular, and making sure that we get everything squared away so that everybody feels good when she's getting out of the hospital, which will be hopefully this coming weekend. So if you don't know, I just use the little area up at the top. Usually I do that at the end, but this week I already know what's happening, and I just use that to set a focus for the week. So this week it's going to be very much about the physical environment. Like I said, we can deal with the emotional side of this, even the health side of this, all of the just other areas. Like right now, what we need to do is get our home set up in order to make this happen, and we are working on a deadline here. So with that in mind, I'm gonna go right down to physical environment. And I usually I check in with my goals and do my reflections, but I did that for my February goal setting video already, so we're just gonna jump right in with the weekly actions. So we have here are my February goals, and that was the first thing. We're getting a bed to combine the big kids' rooms. We ordered the bed already, get the room set up for my mother-in-law, and like other helpful supplies. And then I have like one habit on the daily clean, which is fine. I just thought that would still be helpful with everything going on, with all the chaos, and also just like, practice keeping all of the walkways unobstructed and everything like that. Get the kids in that habit of not leaving things in the hallway, and yeah, just kind of take it from there. So we already ordered the bed. So as I said, this is my main focus for the week. It's gonna take me, a couple of days to get everything set up, basically clearing out my son's room where my mother-in-law will be staying, combining the two kids' room combining my oldest's room into space for both of them, picking up the other supplies, like certain stuff was ordered and sent to the hospital where she's at, and certain stuff was been sent to her house, and just kind of like getting some of her stuff and bringing it here. So like picking up all of the various things and just getting the house ready for her to move in here. So basically that is the primary focus. That's going to be kind of taking priority over everything else this week, and that's just where we're at. I am going to swing up to fun and recreation because I have girls' night coming up, and we've got this ski trip coming up, and now they both require a little bit of logistical moving around now that my mother-in-law is moving in. Not that they're not going to happen. The girls' night definitely will still be happening, and we're pretty sure that we can make this ski thing work, but it just requires a little bit more logistics than previous. And then I'm going to give myself 2 circle ones, and I'm going to use this to mean like if there's time, then I can do this, but I don't want to like overwhelm myself. So I'm just going to give myself a little like, I don't know, first, next, last kind of situation. That I have the 2 things that I need to get done in this category. And then if I have more time, we can think about the birthdays. All of the kids' birthdays are coming up. And then also about Go Wild. But if I don't have time this week, then I don't have time this week. So that is fine. All right, and then I am also going to swing down to work and learning, where I have some things going on. And first one is actually going to be like a negative goal, which I don't typically put in, and I am just going to say no new freelance projects right now because I don't have any more bandwidth available. I'm already feeling kind of overcommitted. No articles, nothing. I have a big project coming at the end of the month that is like goes with my regular work, and there's nothing I can do about that. I've already put that one where it's going to be, but I don't really want to have to worry, especially not like this week or next week, about any more like articles or anything like that. But then I do have some channel work that is coming up. Probably shouldn't overcommit myself there either, and I'm not going to, but there's some stuff going on. I'm going to add in a focus here that's just going to be like, it's just like logistics because that is what's going on. Okay, then for work and learning, I've got a new project going on for the channel that is more to come on that soon, so I'm super excited for, and some other stuff that needs to get done this week, but mostly I am going to focus on that negative goal of not committing to anything else because I feel very booked up right now. For the finances, just gonna put in 2 small things here. I got the digital folder set up for our tax stuff, but I've got like a bunch of physical documents, and actually I'm gonna do one of those circles as well. So I have a bunch of physical documents, and they're just kind of sitting out in like my to be filed space. So I will make a physical tax folder. If I have time, I can also scan those, which I will do eventually, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time this week. And I always feel like scanning takes forever. It's like when you have like a thick stack of stuff to scan, because you have to like go and change it out in between every one and then operate the scan. I don't know. It always just, it's like a thing that takes a long time. Like, and it's not difficult to do, but you can't really do anything else while you're doing it besides like listen to a podcast or whatever, because like every 2 minutes you have to get up and go change the document. So it's not like I don't feel like I can work while I'm scanning. So anyway, I am just gonna eventually scan the text documents to put in the digital folder too. If that doesn't happen this week, that's fine. That's what my circles are gonna mean. And actually I might even put that somewhere as like a little key. Maybe I'll put it on the top or on the reflections page or something. Okay, we've got the physical tax folder and the regular finance stuff. So for health and wellness, my February goal is to like push myself a little bit harder on this category, and I would like to do 1 yoga video and 1 strength video, and I feel like it's gonna be on Tuesday and Thursday because I tend to like have more luck actually completing them on the days that the baby's home with me, so we can just lean into that. And they don't have to be long. I can do like a 10-minute one if that's all I'm feeling. Like, that's totally fine. And then I also do want to focus on the sleep routine, and I think that'll even be my focus up at the top. I did a very bad job with actually keeping up with my habit tracker last week, so I don't really know how many days I got to bed on time, but it feels like not that many. For personal, I have a haircut this week, which is really nice, so I'm excited for that. And then I also just need to like rely on my routines, and just honestly, I just need to push through. This is going to be a really tough week, but sometimes you just have that and can make sure the other stuff happens and that you've got time to process later. Right now, I just need to make sure that everything that absolutely needs to get done absolutely gets done, because there's no other option. You know, the hospital is going to send her home when they send her home, and we have to be ready for that. I don't know what my focus is there. Give me a minute to think about that one. And then family and relationship. Kids' routines, very important. Enjoy our time together. I just wrote a 5 instead of an F. Okay, just, enjoy that time. Just kind of squeezing that in, but again, we're just gonna focus on mindset. We're gonna focus on actionable solutions, and we are gonna try not to dwell on uncertainty and things that we have no control over, because it does not help. It just makes me spiral. So let's put some focuses in these other areas. I'm just gonna say, like, for this, just like get it done. And this with the word actionable, and this one, I like cherish word. I don't think I've ever used that before. Okay. And then this is just get the house ready. Just gonna squeeze down there at the bottom. I'm just gonna put the thing with the circle. So that is my weekly actions. I usually do set up my reflections while I do this, but I have some plans for this, so I am going to wait. I will still be doing my reflections as usual, so you'll see it next week. So that's it for my MakseLife. We've got that set up, and I'm gonna dive right on into this Plum Paper Planner. This is an undated planner, so I can go ahead and put the date in when we get to it, but I do have a 2-page journaling kit here. This one is from JKCreates Co. It's called Just Cozy. I do have a discount code for her shop, which is Lindsay15, and I thought this would be kind of fun to use in here, add in some stickers, bring in some of like the elements that I've been doing when I use the larger horizontal layout in the MakseLife, but just, this one it's obviously a little bit smaller, but we could still have some fun with stickers. I'm not gonna necessarily need all of the weekly overview space, especially on the weekends, but you know, I just thought this would be fun to play around with. I am really excited. I love this layout. I actually did almost get this. This was like one of the things I was considering as when I was still considering like just doing one weekly planner and buying something instead of, you know, switching it up every week and using a whole stack. This was one of the things that was like in my list of strong contenders because I love the dashboard space on the other page here. So I'm really excited to play around with this, and with so much stuff going on this week, I think this is kind of the perfect week to use it because I'll have my weekly overview space right here where I can have like, I actually do have like a lot of time sensitive things going on this week. Like I've got that haircut appointment, I've got class, I've got some different stuff going on, but we'll have the whole other page to do the whole dashboard layout thing. And like honestly, a lot of that stuff that I wrote down in the home category, that's gonna have to be broken down like further into its own little category. I'm probably gonna take one of these sections and just make like a home list out of that section. You know, I feel like I'm gonna need a lot of space there. I'm sure that there are things that once I get through the first round of stuff, that I'll be like, oh, what about this? What about this? You know, how those kinds of things tend to happen. Or like once we see what the hospital has actually already ordered for my mother-in-law, and then we'll think of like, oh, there's other things that would be helpful to have. And I have some old date dots on my desk that I just like keep in this little drawer next to my desk. So they are from ColourPop paper, which I don't think that this shop is still in business, but I could be wrong. First things first is let's put this sticker down because I just peeled it up and I want to. I've also got some washi. We'll grab some markers too. I am gonna stencil in here. So I have more of these weekly stickers with the dates. I have a bunch of them. I knew that I would want more than one of these. And now we have the perfect, maybe I'll layer that with something. That's fun. And like I said, I do have some washies and stuff that we can bring in. Okay, before I go too crazy, let's put some events in here. And I do want to make sure that I have space to put my meal plan in, which I was originally thinking of doing on this side, but now I think I might actually just run the meal plan underneath the month, the day, because I put this here. So I think that's fine. Okay, I've actually done my meal planning already for the week because it is Sunday afternoon. And these stickers are on premium matte paper. They're not on transparent matte, so I can just go ahead and use all my regular pens with these. So we have takeout on Thursday. Okay, I just had to run downstairs because I couldn't remember what I meal planned because I was like getting stuck after Tuesday, but then I realized it's just because the calendar downstairs, I meal plan on like a dry erase monthly calendar, and because of that, it stopped on Tuesday and I just didn't even notice and stopped meal planning on Tuesday. So I actually only planned Monday, tonight, Sunday, and Monday and Tuesday, but that's fine. I will circle back and plan the other days, plan Wednesday and stuff later. I'm not gonna try and do that right now. And also we actually my husband did not get a lot of vegetables this week. He said my son was distracting him. They went to the grocery store together today and also got haircuts. It was very cute. Actually, I've got this washi from Simply Gilded, and I think I might just go ahead and even run this like that to kind of divide up the space. That just like will help me draw my eye where it needs to go. On Monday, we still have regular work. And my son has show and tell. During the letter D. And on Wednesday, I have a haircut. And my class is Wednesday night. I just drew that box on Tuesday. Cool. And then I can use that for some kind of kids activity. Thursday, I'm sure we are gonna be running some kind of errands. Oh, actually, you know what? Also on Tuesday, the dry cleaning is ready to be picked up. Also Groundhog's Day. Not a super big deal, but we do live in the state of Pennsylvania. If you are not familiar, that is where Puxatawny is. We don't live anywhere near that, which is, I don't know. I'm sure the schools are doing something for it. And I also have a friend whose birthday it is, so We're pretty sure Saturday's gonna be the day, but we're not like 100% sure, so I might not put that in yet. And then also Saturday is supposed to be my girls' night. I'm just going out with some of my friends for the other friend's birthday, but we're doing it like by me because my friends are kind and understand that there's a lot going on right now, and just in case, you know, I need to swing home or something happens or anything. I feel like this pink is just like a little bit too rosy, but we're going with it. I need like a more neutral pink. Sunday, always Sunday usual. And then other than that, I don't really think I've got anything that I know of this week. Not that that's not enough. So let's swing back over here. So this one has some words on it, which I really like. The first one we can call, this one is going to be important. This is like 3 things. We can use it as priorities. So the first one is to get the room set up. Yeah, any of the other supplies that we need to go pick up and stuff. And then the other one will be the work thing. I was just looking for a second deck pen. I'm going to use the non-house stuff in the pink. Okay, so then this is going to be like the general checklist, but I think I'm going to not put any of the house stuff in there and maybe do like the house stuff here, but let's see how that works. Or I'll just split it within the checklist. I just kind of want to see. This is obviously, this one, if you can't see, it's got like the little dotted line, so you could set this up as like a schedule, like with times, but I don't really need that because I have a daily planner and I don't really have like a set schedule during the day. That's why I use the daily planner to create one. Okay, so this is one to-do list. This is going to be another to-do list. This one is just going to be the house specific stuff. I'm going to start with that. There's definitely going to be more that gets added to this, but I don't have like all of the supplies, so I'm not sure like what kind of setup I'm going to need to do, you know, with things like the ramps and all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to leave it like that for now, and then I will add more as needed to that list. But, you know, there's plenty of stuff that I can be doing in the meantime. Just of the stuff that we've like ordered. Right, then this box I'm envisioning is my habit tracker. Okay, so this section will be for like any follow-up stuff, other stuff that I need to know of for this week. And then this section down at the bottom where I'm going to use this note sticker, but this is going to be my section for next week. Okay, so I think that is my weekly overview spread for this week. It's looking pretty cute. I like this setup, so we'll see how I get on with this week. I will definitely let you know, and of course if I end up liking it, obviously you will probably be seeing this planner again. So that is it for that. So the last thing that I want to do is very quickly, and I mean quickly, plan for Monday, because I am running out of time here. My husband's gonna be home soon and I would really like this to be done before he gets home. This was my Friday in here, just like a very cute, simple setup. I did not actually touch this at all this weekend. As I said, the things have been going on. All right, so this is Monday. We're gonna go we are gonna use Slash-A-Washi, but we're gonna go for like that same bolder pen look. I'm gonna use the 0.7. I wanna finish this up so that we can go and watch the Eagles game as a family, as much as the kids will allow that. And then also just, yeah, kind of like enjoy the last of our Sunday. I still have meal prep left to do, but the other stuff is kind of done for the week, and that's kind of it. I also probably need to do some editing. I'm gonna try and use Monday to like get all organized, do as much of the admin stuff as I can, and then I can really have like Tuesday and Wednesday and really the rest of the week to focus on the house stuff. I think I will feel better about it if I've just got like try and get the admin stuff under control on Monday. So with that in mind, we will be waking up nice and early. I started to write wake oat, right? Whoops. Okay. We will be waking up nice and early and then we'll do like all of our usual morning routine bus, and then I will go into work mode. Got my Monday usual, and then I will get like my admin organized. Then just depending on whether or not I get through that will be like either a TV night or finish up the February planning, because I would really like to get that done this day tomorrow. I'm gonna save the space in the bottom for a like a photo list, which is I feel like what I usually do on Mondays, because I film this on Sunday and then I write down all the photos that I'm gonna take. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I know that there's more that I'm just not thinking of right now, but that is my Monday all planned out. So that is my weekly overview for this week, my weekly actions in my MakseLife, and that is everything. So if you liked this video, please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at MyCraftyPlans for even more planner stuff. I will talk to you all soon. Bye!